becomes an important. We've also seen another issue relating to private sector being lax in supporting. 63% of the funds or contribution are coming only from the government sector. Private sector is investing very, very less. That is also because of inertia, the risk-averse nature. The problem of brain drain we had started witnessing from the 1990s. This also has become an issue. Last but not the least, the bureaucratic hurdles and delays relating to approvals, disbursement of grants, leading to a culture where research is not. So these become the problems that the editorial has discussed. Let's quickly do the solutions. Solutions are simple, can be derived from the problems itself. The first solution that you will write is that you will say that India needs to revamp or increase the funding and at least make it to about 2.5% of India's GDP, at least in the next 7 years, if not immediately, but at least a graded process. Increased funding. The second important suggestion that you will mention are tax rebates or tax holidays or tax related incentives can be given to whom? Private sector. In order to encourage the private sector to invest more in research and development. Next, dedicated challenges. For example, Anusandhan Research Foundation has been created. Dedicated challenges can be created for bringing in startups to suggest their ideas, to develop prototypes that the government can fund specifically later. But these challenges or prototypes that you need to be making should be on dedicated sectors. The government requires R&D in semiconductor manufacturing. It should specify that. If the government requires R&D in automobile sector, it should specify that. In the solar sector, it should specify that. In the battery manufacturing sector, it should specify that. So dedicated challenges based on the priority areas for India in the years to come. And based on these challenges, when a startup can make these prototypes, the government should help with incubation centers where these prototypes can be developed into proper technologies. They can be tested, they can be verified, and they can be. We also need to bring about changes in higher education. Higher